Let's dive into two exciting and slightly quirky ways hotel acquisitions are funded. We'll also use the term sponsor a bit. Think of them as the captain of the ship steering the investment vessel. They're the ones who find the deal and make the magic happen at the hotel. Self-funding, aka I'll do it myself. In this scenario, the sponsor pulls a Tony Stark move, self-reliant, funding the deal all by themselves. This approach is typically seen with smaller motels or hotels where the price tag won't require selling an organ to cover the costs. Here's how it works. The sponsor heads to the bank for a loan to cover part of the purchase price, and then digs into their own piggy bank to cover the rest. The big win here is that the sponsor doesn't have to answer to a bunch of nagging investors. They only have to keep their lender and franchisor happy, like juggling 2 balls instead of 20. Perks: no investors calling you at 3 a.m. with brilliant suggestions for room decor, plus you've got full control. Downside: you've just poured all your liquid cash into one hotel like it's the world's fanciest monopoly property. If another killer deal comes along, you might be stuck on the sidelines because you're cash-strapped. Syndication, aka let's all chip in. Now, if self-funding feels too much like putting all your eggs in one luxury hotel basket, then syndication might be your jam. Instead of the sponsor footing the entire bill, they gather a squad of investors to chip in on the deal. Think of it like passing the hat at a concert, but for a hotel. The sponsor sets the ground rules: minimum investment, accredited investor status, maybe even some voting rights, so people feel important. This way, the sponsor can stretch their money across multiple hotels without breaking the bank. Perks: you're diversifying your investments, using other people's money, and can play Monopoly on a larger scale. Downside: herding investors can feel like herding cats. There are legal fees, accounting costs, and more paperwork than you'd ever want to see. Not to mention, investors might email or call you with their brilliant ideas on repeat. And if one investor decides not to fund during a capital call, guess who's writing a check on their behalf? Yep, you, the sponsor. Oh, and don't forget, every year you get the joy of sending out K1 forms to all your investors, which can be both costly and about as fun as filing your taxes on April 14th. In short, self-funding is like flying solo. Simple and efficient, but expensive. Syndication is like hosting a potluck. You'll get the hotel, but managing everyone's contributions and opinions can be a lot to handle. Choose wisely. This content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. So before you make any big decisions, make sure to do your own research or consult a pro.